Getting ready for another brew day. Finally, we get our water in here. Gonna grind the grains, maybe brew today or brew in the morning. So we'll have everything ready for that. We'll put our water in with our potable hose. We'll treat it with metabisulfate. We'll cover it up and we'll use our little electric heater to treat the water for the mash tun, and we'll be doing good. Batch 149 today. It's a beer we've been wanting to make for a while. It's a Rauch beer. For those who don't know, that's a German for smoked. So we have some smoked malt in there. It's a cherry malt and another Rauch malt. I forget what it was. And we're calling this beer, batch 149, smoked up, all smoked up. Why wouldn't I? Since it's a smoked beer. But I got some Rauch malt in there, some cherry smoked malt. She's going to be a smoky beer, so we'll see how it comes out. I just treated the sparge water with some metabisulfate. So I will be doing a sparge today on this one. So we're waiting for the strike water to heat up. And it's very close. Very close. Everything's cold out here, mash tun. So we want to come in at about 165 on this gauge. She'll cool down 10, 11 degrees in the mash tun once you get the all your grains in there. We're looking for a shoot-in temperature of 153 to 155. Right in that area, that'll be a good spot. So on with the brew. We got a late start today. We had some guests over and we had some company we enjoyed, so get it going here. It won't be long. Why wouldn't it be? Alright, 165 strike water is going in right now. And like I say, she'll cool everything down to the proper range once all the water gets in here. Alright, the mandatory grain fondling before the dough in. Oh, got a beautiful crush. Never had a stuck mash or sparge. It's been a long time. So I'll just bring up some of the grains just to check for dough balls. They look pretty good. We usually stir it in really nice to where the method works out pretty good. I don't end up with any dough balls. So we'll check our temperature here and see how we hit it. I'm showing 152, 54, 155. This way. 50, 52, 51, 55. Right on the money. Love it. So we're doing a Vorloff here. And we'll start going to the boil kettle and doing a sparge. We'll be sparging with 172 degree sparge water today. That has been treated with metabisulfate and the pH lowered. And we're going to begin that very shortly here. So, at the first running, yeah, it's going to be high. I forget where my sheet lies. My sheet. So camera's still on. I'm going to begin the drainage, and I'm going to grab some sparge water. Which is way over here. I'll pour it right on my leg. I've done that before. Take that out so it comes out faster. Why should I do that?
What did you do?
Oh, wow, that burns. A lot faster. And just as the grain bed starts to be exposed is when you put in your hot sparge water, which I should open it a little bit more.
Want me to turn it?
Yeah, open it a little more.
This isn't a normal step that you do, so this is a little bit different. And the idea of doing this is to
Rinse the sugars and to come up to saccharification level, just for some more mouthfeel. Ooh! You don't pour sparge water on your hand. Some people wait till the grain bed's exposed, but I like to get it right in or on top. So we'll just continue recording here. I'm sitting in my chair, my roller chair, so it's a lot easier as you get older. I watched Craig Tube there the other day, and he said he's getting old. He said he's 59. I'm like, for crying out loud. He's brewed a lot of beer, and I'm still going all grain here at the age of 68. How you doing? But it's your preference. It's starting to get harder. And that's why I just sit in my chair and roll around. And I have the wife helping me. Without the wife, I wouldn't get this done. I'd have to hire somebody to help me. Or I would just go ahead and use some simple brewing methods, which they got some new methods out now called a quick brew, which you might want to try it. I'm not sure. Someday I might, someday I might not.
Yeah, what's wrong with the beer we got? I mean, the beer we got drank pretty good, don't it? I ain't never heard nobody complain about the beer we have. It drank pretty good. Budweiser. What's the name of some of them other beer? Budweiser and what else? Miller. Coors. It drank pretty good, don't it? Mr. Jackson, who asked you to sponsor this beer? The Frida Hops Foundation. Yeah, what kind of foundation is that? These are young people from I would use the term from Germany that came in with Mercedes. From Germany?
172, beautiful. Can't beat that. I've done worse. So we'll continue letting this go till the grain bed gets lower, and then we're going to sparge the last pitcher of water into the mash tun and get the rest of our sugars. Get all my spent grains in here. Get all the sugars washed off. That's all set. Here's my sanitizer that I keep covered, and I use it all the time, and I take it in my fermenter and I fill the whole thing up with sanitizer to sanitize. And I'll end up putting my wort chiller submerged under all the sanitizer. So we got it all sanitized. And now everything's coming up to a boil here shortly, and we'll be putting our hops in. The first edition is going to be Idaho 7, 28 grams is what you see here in the bowl. And the second edition, 15-minute flame out. We're going to use East Kent Goldings or Golding pellets. They're basically the same. And I'm not sure if we're going to use 2 ounces or 1 ounce of that. We'll play that by ear. Why wouldn't I? Here comes that lovely hot break. Let's see if she'll break on her own. For those who like to watch. I don't use any foaming agents. Let's see if she'll roll over here in a second, or I'm going to turn the flame down. Then I boil over. The proteins were angry that day, my friend. They were rising to the top of the kettle. And they're rising fast. And that's without any hops in there. I can always use my spoon to knock it down. And she's up there, baby. Oh, it's trying. There's a trying. Bubbles are getting broke. Bubbles are breaking faster. Foam is starting to settle. You can see boiling activity on the far side of the kettle. And the hot break is achieved. She's rolling. He's dropping over like a collapsed beaver dam.
Thank you for the play-by-play.
A play-by-play. So there's the hot break. Now, here's another thing you gotta be careful. You take your hops, this is 28 grams of Idaho 7, baby. You're gonna watch the reaction when I dump them in here. You're gonna get another semi-hot break. She's gonna want to foam over, and this time it probably will. Look at the green color of the hops as the alpha acids and oils come out. There we go. You're gonna see that roll over again in a second. And there she goes. There's our vigorous boil. So now we can take a seat and relax for a few minutes. Suri, set a timer for 45 minutes. Okay, crooked camera. How you doing? Okay, honey, all smoked up. In goes 1 ounce of East Kent Golding. They're in. That's our last edition. 15 minutes from now will be flame out. And it smells like a sausage factory in here of the Rauch malts. So we got a good smoked beer going on here. The color looks to be a little on the brown side. So I'll get my wort chiller ready. We're get ready for flame out here in 15 minutes. Irish moss the wife just threw in. I got a spoonful of LD Carlson yeast energizer. Nutrient boost. So about 10 minutes to flame out here. And I'll get this wort chiller. I got the wort chiller in, sanitizing. But we'll flame out here in about 10 minutes. Timer just went off. So we're going to drain our hot basket. Oh, got that in there. Put this in the water. Let it soak. I'm going to get the wort chiller in. The wife's going to hold the hose. Make sure it don't come out.
Gotta get this
Flame out, baby. Flame out.
Chinese tempura putty over this one. Get over this one.
Flame out.
In the middle, you gotta be, there you go.
Oh boy. Whew. Does get to be a drag after time, like Craig would say.
What a drag it is.
Right, all smoked up. Batch 120 or 149. And a pitch to yeast. And it's a dry yeast. We're using USO for this one again. Can't go wrong with that. I get my cover on here. And batch 149 should be done. Just got to wash the brew kettle and the wort chiller. Hey, gotta watch for a blow off too on this one. We'll see how that goes.